Okay guys, this is going to be a summation, really a conclusion to the debate with Pastor Jerry. I'm sorry I didn't make this video a few days ago really. I've been trying to get this video out but I've just been too busy. I've been stacked out the last week and I'm going to be stacked out for the next few days, I think. But I wanted to say this, I wanted to really draw a line under it. Jerry, I've really enjoyed the debate, as you well know. These debates can end in different ways. They can end in one side claiming ponage or whatever, or some kind of intellectual supremacy, or it can end in acrimony. I've outlined, I was asking the questions, you were providing the answers, and then that was leading to more questions, so that was the way the debate was flowing, you know. I actually think that in this kind of thing, people should watch both sides and then draw their own conclusions. We're at a point now where I've pretty much outlined my stance on the things we're talking about, and you've outlined your defence. I would like to not congratulate you, I'd like to say that in some ways you've gone up in my estimation over the course of this debate. You've gone up in my estimation because you've actually been prepared to stand by what you believe. You've not shirked answering the questions. Some of the answers I'm not wholly happy with. There are some facets of the questions I think you've slipped more towards other bits, but then I would think that, wouldn't I? The fact is that you've kept going with the debate. You've never shied away from giving an answer. I appreciate that. You've also shown a lot more compassion than I credited you for when I made my original video towards you, and in that respect my estimation, my view of you has changed during the course of this video, and it's changed for the better. I'm quite prepared to admit that. I don't want to get this into a kind of Coughlin Big Jerry thing. With the Coughlin Big Jerry thing, there was this idea from Big Jerry, I believe, that atheists and Christians couldn't get on together. I think that's a load of shite. I mean, I'm quite sure that I could enjoy a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a beer or something with you and enjoy a conversation about lots and lots of things. There's probably some subjects would be best to steer clear from, but this idea that people who are religious and aren't religious can't get on is a load of bunkum. So I don't really want to go down those lines. But there were some fundamental differences from us at the start, and some of those differences do remain. You know, I still believe that at times you are perhaps a little bit too congratulatory that you and people like you are going to go to heaven. And I think, you know, it's a little bit like walking out of the cancer doctor's surgery, waving your arms in the air saying, yes, I've got the all clear, when there's a whole row of glum looking faces there who still haven't had their news, and you know some of them are going to actually have cancer, and what most people would do is they just hold back, wouldn't they? They'd hold their emotions back till they'd got outside the surgery, then they would do the celebrating. My only suggestion is that you do the same. Wait till you've got to heaven, then do your celebrating with all your chums. But for now, you know, while you're still in that cancer doctor's surgery with the likes of me who are going to go to hell and burn, you know, maybe just tone that down a little bit. That's all I would suggest. It just seems, because the problem is, even though I don't believe in God, I don't believe in heaven, and I don't believe in hell, to me those things are not real, and never mind, to me they aren't real. End of story. They're not real. But what is real is your attitude. Whether or not these things exist, your attitude is real, and the fact that you're quite happy to proclaim how happy you are when there's still all this suffering going to take place. I don't know how you can block that out of your mind. But on a day-to-day level, I've clearly read you wrongly. You are a more compassionate, you are a nicer and a gentler man than I'd given you credit for, and somebody who's prepared to entertain a discussion on these things. So I'd like to thank you for that. That draws a conclusion to my correspondence with you, Pastor Jerry, and I'd like to thank you for it. Just to everybody else watching, I've got a few video ideas in the offing, but I've just not got the fucking time to actually do them. Maybe I'll get a bit of time this week. I've got a couple of ideas which are going to be a bit of fun, a couple of ideas that are going to be a bit serious, and then I've got this Q&A thing that I was going to do, which I will do. They're all going to happen. Everything's going to happen unless I drop dead. Which let's hope I don't, at least until I've done these videos. Okay, thank you for watching.